Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video we are working on our master material to where we can modify any texture we want without having a bunch of textures in there like how this one is here. Which actually I need to move this to my here. Okay, so we're gonna call this Mega Mix. So I just kinda wanna get into this. We're gonna need functions and we're gonna need textures. So we're going to need two different function sets we're going to create. So material function, the first one is going to be called mf underscore texture data. And then I'm going to make another one, function, function. This one's going to be called mf underscore cup, recolor. And we might need more, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so we're going to open up this first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to get an input. It's going to be called a function input. This pretty much allows you to come in here, and I need to get some textures real fast. I want a purple color, or purple PNG. I want a blue PNG, and then a gray PNG. So I need to save all these, maybe if I can. Save image as gray. Save image as blue. And then save image as purple. I spelled purple wrong, I know. Shh. We don't talk about it. Oops. Now let me open that up. Purple. Alright, sweet. So we're gonna come through here. Actually, I need to keep that open. Grab that, and that. I put that in here. Alright, sweet. Oh wait, why did I grab seamless metal? I did not want that. I wanted blue. Where's my blue? Blue, right here. There we go. So, for this first one, this is gonna be my diffuse. So in here, we're gonna call this diffuse. So, we'll go ahead and we'll just grab this for our example. We'll use gray. So, the first thing we want to do inside of here, we don't have to worry about this. I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't. Okay. Actually, so I might make this the recolor one and set the other one to emissive. Okay, we'll make this recolor. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab a param, call this diffuse color, and then we're just gonna go ahead, lerp this here, plug that to alpha, plug this to B, and then by default we'll have it turn orange. We'll drop that down, and then we'll have a multiply on it, so we can have it not be saturated. Probably by 5. Yeah, that's fine. And then this will be called, we'll get a static switch here, parameter, and call this add diffuse color multiply, just like that. So if true, this goes in here. If false, this goes in here, and we'll plug that into B. So, one thing we want to teach you guys about real fast is a reroute. So a reroute is this little guy here. Pretty much it allows me to make everything a lot cleaner inside of my material. So if I break links to that, I can drag that over here. We can keep that here, and I can have this reroute. Like if I have a bunch of different things, I'll show you in the future. It will be able to reroute a lot more. Or like here, I can get one here. Reroute. Have this go down here and it to falls through there, so I can see like what goes where. It just allows us to see better what's happening. So there we go. Okay. So now that I got that, we want to go ahead and by false or by default that's false. You can turn it true right there. The next thing we want to do is add a param here. No, not that param. I call this diffuse multiply amount. So by default we'll have it at 1, or I guess we'll set to 5 by default. And I'm gonna drag it up here. So there we go. Okay, apply that. And this will apply whenever we do that. So there we go. Okay, so we have our diffuse going here now. And then what I can do off of that is, what else do I need to do? I'm trying to think, sorry. I think that might be it for diffuse. What other functionality can I add? I don't want to do the emissive stuff here yet. Actually, I might. Okay, let me get a mask. There we go. Okay, so for this example here, oh wait, I don't want the mask off that. I want it to be coming off of this one instead. So in this case, let me show you what this does. So if I come over here to my smokestack, oh, where did my textures go? Uh-oh. Oh, here they are. I guess they didn't move. Fun. Okay, well anyways, let me grab that, and I want to set that to be my material instead. There we go. We'll grab brick, and I'll show you how this works. So if we see here, we have the it turns orange or yellow because we have red and green. We just want the red. There we go. So we'll grab that, and then we will subtract from it. Let's see here. So 1 should be black, but 0.1 to 0.4, 0.5, oh, 0.3. So then I'll come through here, add a param real fast, and call this emissive diffuse. We'll set this to 0.3. Plug that into here. Also, that eye is gonna mess with me. Sorry. So there we go. By default, we have that. So then, if we keep it coming here, we can lerp this by a separate color, which now I need my reroute because it's about to start getting a little messy. We'll drag that down here. I want to select you and move you right there. And then we'll select our param here. I'll make the color, I don't know, orange just for testing. So if I do that, you can see everything that was red will now turn orange. So we can then set this to emissive diffuse color. Diffuse amount. So there we go. So then we have the color. So now that we got color, we can have a static switch parameter. We can say, oh, what the hell? My bad. We can say use diffuse emissive, EMISIV. There we go. Okay, so if true, we'll pull from that. If false, we'll grab another one. Default. Okay, and then we'll just plug that into false. Nope, true, false. Okay, there we go. So now that I got that, we can get an output. We call it function output. We'll call this diffuse emissive. There we go. And we'll set this value to the priority of that to 1. And we'll come up here and we'll set this to be function output as well. We'll say diffuse color. And we'll keep that sort priority at 0. So sort priorities are like the order they go in whenever you pull out the node. So for example, like this is priority 0, this is priority 1. So 0 will be at the top, 1 will be under that, so on and so forth. So these are my first 2 complete. Now we gotta do that for our normal and our specular, which actually I don't really think we gotta worry too much about that. This is mainly just for that my diffuse. So for the time being, we'll just call this come over here. No, wrong one. We'll call this mf underscore diffuse. Oh, thunder going crazy outside. Diffuse data. Sorry if you heard that thunder in my background. That was really loud. So we'll come back to my image. We'll come over here m underscore mega master. Oh, not dash. Underscore mega master. So now that I got that, we'll go ahead and we'll just pull in our function we just had from here, which is that. So inside of here, when you type in 2D param, or it'll be called texture sample parameter 2D right there. We'll call this our diffuse. So we'll keep it default like that. We'll just plug RGB into here, and then just like that, we have that going. So diffuse color, we'll come into our base color, and diffuse emissive, we'll come down to our emissive, just like that. And as you can see, it's already starting to take effect. We'll open this up real fast. We'll come over here. We'll set up a group called diffuse, which actually before we do that, select everything that's a parameter, such as that, this one down here, and your colors, and that too, and these switches as well. We'll set these all to be set to diffuse. I think that's all my params. So we'll go ahead and save that. And then inside of here, we got to set up our diffuse UVs. So we'll go ahead and get texture coordinates. So this one might be a little bit bigger. In theory, we can make a function for this. So we'll come back down here. Also, this video is going to be a little bit longer if I haven't said that yet. So we'll call this mf underscore texture UV, or texture data. So this one will be our texture data. So we'll go ahead, we'll delete that. We'll get a we'll just get an input function input. This will be called, or we'll call this our custom panner texture. And we'll have this be an input you can do. So let's say I want to use I don't know. Let me import a random texture. Hold on. Import, and let's just import well, I don't know, storage D assets. Let's grab noise. Let's just grab a noise texture to do this, because why not, you know. So we'll say we plug this in here. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to get the info from this texture. So we're gonna want to get a texture sample, which my texture should be set to this. Which I'm gonna have to make this a of course. Okay, we'll get 2D texture sampler, and we'll just set that to that, and then we'll put this into my preview, and then we'll try to see if I can plug that into texture, which I can't. So we'll set this to be texture 2D. There we go. And now I can plug it into texture. Break that. Hold on. Break that. Let me break this link again and make sure this does in fact work. It's a float 3. I don't know why. Sample. Can I not sample this? Apparently I can't. Texture sample. That's what I need. That's what I have. Why is it not working? I'm so confused. I am very confused. Okay, we'll just keep it at vector 3 then. I don't know what's going on with that. Break this link. Okay. Well, anyways, pretty much our input's gonna be that. And then we're gonna need to set up our texture coordinate, our speed x, and then our speed y. So we're gonna do that and do that. I'm not gonna do it in here. This is not worth it. Don't worry about that. We'll do it in here instead. Sorry, that's wasted a lot of time. So we'll come in here, grab our texture coordinate. Nope, not sample. Texture coordinate. And then we'll grab our speed x, speed y. So there we go. So we'll go ahead and append these together. We'll grab our panner. This will be our speed. This will be our coordinate. Okay, so there we go. Now that since I got that set up, we can go ahead and then multiply that by our other one. We'll grab the same texture sample. We'll grab a U. We'll grab a V. Set these by default to 1. We'll grab our append. Then we'll grab that. We'll multiply this up here. That into there. Multiply that into there. And then we'll pull that out into here. Ooh, what happened? I don't know what happened. Oh, I think I know what happened. I'm multiplying instead of adding. Yikes, that's my fault. That plus that should equal that. So there we go. Okay. I don't know why it looks so much more repeated now. Okay, fine, we'll do this. We'll get a static switch. No. Static switch parameter. Use panner. If true, this will go in here. If false, this will go in here. And then we'll plug that into there. Delete the add. No worries. Okay. So then, with that, panner, so coordinates on here, what we'll do is we will just do the same thing, except do it differently. U panner, V panner. There we go. And then we'll also just append these two. 1, 1, multiply U into U into there. There we go. Okay, so we have those set up. And that's all good to go. Okay, sweet. So that's our diffuse. And then we'll use this for everything else as well. So then we'll grab our next one, which is going to be sample. Oh, awesome. I forgot to do this. We're going to get another 2D sample, texture sample. And then we're going to want to set this to our noise. That's fine. And then we can add another parameter here where it's going to be, say, use custom panner texture. So there we go. So with that, if it's set to false, that will go through. If it's set to true, we'll come down here, put that into my UVs, and then we'll pull out a red. We'll pull out the red, and we'll put that into true. Just like that. And then we'll put this into true. So there we go. So if I put this to true and put this to true, as you can see, there's a lot going on there. A false and false, nothing too crazy. Control Z, I did not mean to do that. 0.1, 0.1. Okay, so let's retry that. Yep, you can see the noise is applied onto there. But I'm seeing a problem here where it's not really looking correct. It might just because this texture sucks though. So there we go. Okay, I know that's a lot. We'll grab some reroutes. We'll clean this up. Where are we at on record time? We're at 19 minutes. That's not too bad. Okay. Sorry, like I said, this video is going to be pretty lengthy. So let's go ahead and plug that to A. Plug that to the A. There we go. Okay. Our pins will go up. This one will come down here. We'll pull this down here. We can pull this texture sample down here. We can pull this down, straighten it out. Same with this one, straighten it out. Pull this up a little bit, pull that up a little bit, pull that up a little bit. And then we can pull all this up here back a little bit. and then we can pull these up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we cleaned out our graph. Now is the fun part. We go ahead and do all that, and these two, and we'll just set these to UV slash panner. Or hold on, we'll do this differently. Give me a second. This here, all this here is gonna be my panner. All this here is gonna be my UV. So this here is panner. Oops. Maybe if I can type. And then this one here will be my UV. There we go. Okay. And then this is also going to be grouped in here as, well, I don't know if I can group these. I guess not. You should be able to. Oh, it's a sample, not a param. Texture sample parameter. And we'll call this panner texture. We'll plug that in there and plug that into true. There we go. Okay. Sweet. And then we'll set this group to be panner, obviously. Alright, so we got that going. And then this group is diffuse. Or I'll put this into textures. Set priority. This one should be 0. And this one should also, I don't know about the priority of that. This should be 1. Oops. I guess 0. There's no 1. Okay. So there we go. That's all that set up. This is fun. Okay. So now we're getting our param 2D. Where's my parameter 2D? Right there. We'll call this our normal. So our diffuse by normal, also before I keep going, diffuse, I guess, oh, we'll keep it that, I don't care. Our normal we'll set to our purple color. Oh no, our sparkler is purple. We'll set this to be blue. There we go. Okay, so normal, there's not much we gotta do on here, as far as I'm aware. Pretty much we'll just set up a static switch parameter saying use normal, and we'll set the group to normal. True, we'll plug it in there. False, we'll add a value of 0. Pretty sure that'll work. Plug that into normal. So default, oh, we want to plug a value in of 1. Maybe not. Why is it looking like that? Okay, we don't want to plug in a value. We want to plug in this black. Does that still mess with it? What the heck? What the heck? I don't get it. So we'll just make it required then to use a normal for this. Okay, so that's our normal. And then after our normals, we'll go ahead and we'll get our specular. So texture, sample parameters 2D specular. Also, I'm setting this to be a 0. We're gonna set, well, no, we're gonna set this one to be 1. And we're gonna send that to textures. And this one will be 2. This will be textures. And then we'll update this to be purple. There we go. Okay. So specular. Then we can add a static switch here saying use specular. If true, we'll do that. If not, we'll do a value here. Specular value. Or no. We have to do 3 different values. Oops, I'm not meaning to do this. Metallic specular and metallic specular, and what's the third one? I know it. Metallic specular and roughness. So by default, all these will be set to 0. I guess we'll set it to like, we'll keep that 0, 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, so this is set to false. We will have these values be enabled. So I guess I can use a static switch. Maybe. Oh, never mind. I know how I can do it. um, yeah, never mind. I gotta do stack switch. Okay. So if true, you will come up here. But if false, that in my metallic, and we do this 2 more times. Oh, never mind. I remember. So R. We need R in true. And if I get a specular, let me think here. So let's say I had a specular. R would go metallic, G roughness, B specular. Okay. G with this, or this one's roughness. And then this one is specular. There we go. Okay, sweet. So we have all that set up. And then we'll go ahead, get a static bool. Actually, I'm gonna get a static switch parameter. Static bool parameter. We want that. Okay, and then use specular. We'll set this to be in specular. Default value is gonna be false. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's all set up. And just like that, our master material should be set up with the stuff we want. I hope. So if I come over here and I create an instance, we can test this out. Oh yeah, okay. So let me explain how this works. Oh, I forgot to do, hold on. A couple more things I gotta fix. Set these to be my material settings. There we go. Apply. Okay. And that's it. Okay. So my diffuse. Let's see here. Let's activate that, and that. Well, I don't want to use specular on this one. So let's say I come over here to my smokestack. I don't know. I guess it's not in there. We'll get brick right there, and we'll get brick seamless, right? Ooh, okay. So we can go ahead, add color, diffuse, multiply. Boom, that changes it up a lot. Default, diffuse color. I don't know what default is. What's default? Oh, where's that at? Oh, that should be false. That should be disabled whenever I turn that on. Oh, use diffuse emissive. That should be my emissive. Why is that on? True. So we'll keep that turned on. Diffuse color. We'll set this to be like, I don't know. Oh, I want to turn off diffuse emissives actually. I don't want to use those. I don't want to use my UVs. My specular, I do not want to use. True. False. So yeah, it's off. Okay. So we'll set this up. So this be 0.2, 0.1. Okay, something is not right. It's like my specular is enabled whenever it shouldn't be. And I'm not. What is going on? Hold on. Unless I set my RGB wrong, but I know I didn't. It might be my, well, it shouldn't be my normal. I know it's not my normal. This is default right here. If I come over here to my default one on this, what does it look like? Okay. Let's keep playing with this. We'll figure it out. Turn specular off. We're not using specular, so that should be false. I have all these. Oh, 0.5. It's my specular playing with it. There should be no specular on this. There should be no metallic. I just want it to be roughness. Actually, I'll add 0.1 as specular. I set roughness 0.2. What is it by default? I'm so confused. 0 0.5, 0 0.50. Yeah, no, that's what it should be. 0 0.5, 0.5, 0. 0.5, 0. 0.2, 0. Metallic. 0.5, 0.2, 1. Too rough. 0.2, 0.5. That should be making it glow. I think it's just because of the instance and it's really weird. Oh, that could be why it's lit instead of unlit. Ah, that could be why right there. Well, anyways, I don't want specular on this one. So we'll set that to 0. We'll set roughness to 0.5. And I'll set metallic to like 0.1. So we have a little bit of a glow. Okay, sweet. UV right there. Unless I want to make it 5 by 5. There's my tiling. Or 10 by 10. Yep, you can do that. And then if I wanted to, use panner. Set that to true. Okay, new section there. Panner. Yeah, it's panning. Another thing I forgot to set up is we want to use this on top of everything. Just in case. So now the whole thing should be panning correctly. Yep, the whole thing is panning. So, and then if I want to use a different panner texture, you come to panner, use custom panner texture, turn that on. There's your panner texture. This case is noise. I don't want to use noise, so we'll turn that back off. Cannot. It's because I'm putting a texture into there, and it doesn't look like that. Because I forgot to use red. Of course. Okay. Should fix my error. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Turn that off. Turn that off. There it goes. I can increase speed X, speed Y to like 1. I don't know. Kind of cool if you want to mess around. I mean, honestly, this is your stuff. U panner. So this is my U on it. This is my V on it. Boom. I can change tiling on the panner itself. Doesn't really matter what you want to do. I mean, you have the whole world right here with options. This just allows quick stuff. Let me turn off my panner. Nice. I really wish I would have set the use panner to a panner one instead of that. Use panner. I want to set this to panner. Apply. Okay. So yeah, there it is. I moved it up there. So you have UV down here, panner right there. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. So much you can do. It's such a nice little thing to have. Anyway, I'm turning off use panner. And then once you're done with that, if you want to apply it to something, yes, save. Let's say I want to apply it to this. We'll open that bad boy up. We'll come down to my mega mix. We'll do my test one. Secondary, boom, boom. Look at that. There it is. Awesome. Well, that was a very long video, I bet. 30 minutes almost? Yeah, 33 minutes. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be using that. That's the main core of the game right there. We're gonna be using that a lot. So, after this video, we're gonna start cooking on this game, guys. Don't worry. The most boring part has been set up now. I know it looks like a lot. I'm sorry. It was kind of advanced material. But I thought you guys would be ready for it. And I hope you guys do enjoy that. So, with that being said, I am done for the night. And I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.